Good morning, everybody. Well, I don't see anybody yet, so I'm just going to wait for y'all. Those watching replay, good morning to you too. Y'all can skip past all this. I'm going to mute for a second while I'm waiting on people to come into the chat. Hey, I see two people. Hey, guys. I got a last cigarette. Get situated. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Let me mute. Dying of emphysema, y'all. I feel like it. Shouldn't have said that right then. That wasn't cool. Hey, Ginger Locks. How are you doing? Hey, Will. Good morning. We got 411 in the house, and we gonna talk some true crime this morning. Drama's over because I'm not in the mood for it. Hey, darling Nikki, popping in to say good morning. Beautiful picture. Darling Nikki, is that you? Is that your profile picture? You're never going to believe who I think you look like if that is your profile picture. That picture looks like Darlie Routier, which I think Darlie's a beautiful woman myself, minus her crimes. Hey, Carla, Love Hollis, is that you? Oh my gosh, do you know you look just like her? Your eyes and your nose and stuff. Please don't get mad at me for saying that, because I know she's on death row for murdering her children. But you do. I mean, I think she's beautiful myself. But if you didn't know the crime she committed, let me clarify that just a little bit. Hey, Michelle. So, Joshua Brown, witness in the Amber Geiger case. They have arrested two guys. The third suspect is on the run. But they say that it was a drug deal gone wrong. It had nothing to do with the trial. But I've had some comments in the comment section that are saying this is a police job. The police took him out so he couldn't testify at a retrial. I didn't know they had a retrial. Was going to. Darling Nikki, I know that. I know you would never do that. Please don't get mad at me for saying that. No, Cece, you're okay. I've heard it all around YouTube. And the only reason I said anything about it is when I put your picture up on screen, I thought you had Darlie's picture as your profile picture. That's why I asked you. You can kick my ass later, girl. Oh. Hey, Mary. I just want to call you Mary so bad. Okay, yeah, I got off topic about Joshua Brown. So they say that he fired and shot one of the guys during the drug deal, and they returned fire. I think they said the suspect that's on the run right now with the last name Green returned fire, shooting Joshua Brown. And of course, he later died. Hola, buenos dias, the storage. Hey, Saz. Okay, Z Storage, it's time for some new Spanish. I have hola, buenos dias down. Says, good afternoon. I forget not everybody's on the East Coast. I'm sorry. So what do you guys think? Do you think that Joshua Brown was shot because he testified in the Amber Geiger trial? Or do you think it was a drug deal gone wrong? Unfortunately, Josh was not here to defend himself. You know? Let me mute just 1 second. Okay. Let me see what Will's saying. Como estes, CC? How are you? Como estes? I wonder how you say Celeste in Spanish. The rumor is Joshua Brown was killed so he couldn't testify against the police in the civil trial wrongful death suit. Okay, so okay, Will, thank you for clarifying that, because there was this guy this morning. In his comment, he said retrial, so he's been confused on that. Oh Lord, Z storage. I don't know if I can pronounce that or not. Fliaz, Juves. Oh my goodness, I will never say that. But you know what? I'm going to write that down and practice it, Z storage, and you can test me on it in the morning. Because if I start trying to pronounce all this right now, we'll be here for 30 minutes. Yeah, that was very confusing when that guy said retrial. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that she was doing a retrial. I thought she was found guilty and got 10 years. And that is Happy Thursday for you and all. Okay. Okay, I got that right there. I'm going to practice. CC. Solis is the same in Spanish. Oh, okay. Oh, I do too. I hate rumors about cases like this. Because, see, that just had me so confused. I thought, gosh, I'm way behind. I didn't know anything about a retrial. Good morning, Marie. Yeah, Z storage. We don't want to be here 30 minutes, me trying to say this. So I'm going to practice, and you can test me in the morning. Hey, Alex. How are you doing, Alex? You feeling good? As I didn't see, did I see Carla in here? Well, hey, Carla, I didn't see you, girl. Good morning. Hey, Michelle. How are you doing? Well, we got a bunch of Michelles. Oh, I love the picture. That's so pretty. I mean, that's really pretty. We're trying to get back to normal around here, y'all. I'm still a little manic, as you can tell. I'm not going to speak about it, because if I say one word, I'll totally get off topic on it. So I'm not going to say nothing about no drama. I'm looking up some crimes here, y'all, on my phone. I'll tell y'all about a couple cases I came across this morning. Articles, and I didn't do videos on. And this one is about Corey Feldman. It says Corey Feldman remains neutral on abuse allegations against Michael Jackson. Feldman says he still hasn't finished watching Finding Neverland. Well, you can't judge it off that, though. You know, Michael Jackson's not here to defend himself. So I'm not saying that the victims are lying at all. I just don't know, you know. I mean, I love Michael Jackson's music, but guys, we got to admit, he was a little bit weird. Come on. AP in the house. Dova. Hey, girls. Black Dahlia. I had to get Black Dahlia up here discussing the Black Dahlia case. Dahlia, however you say it. Yeah, please check out 411's channel. You will hear me call him Will. He's got a great channel. He does great true crime. He's more professional than I am. And Red Rum Media. She's got a great channel. Black Dahlia Presents has a great channel. Well, all y'all's got great channels, so just check out everybody in my chat. There's quite a few that have channels. Oh, Black Dahlia, she's got some really, really good content. She says, I can't find any good crime today. Hey, do you look through the People magazine true crime section? Giving away my secrets, but I'm telling you, People magazine True Crime gets out articles before everybody else does. So, got my hubby's up. I'm in here smoking. Let me put it out. I usually smoke on the porch. But it's a good thing he can't smell anything. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he got a concussion a long time ago and he lost his sense of smell. Okay, back to Corey Feldman and Michael Jackson. Well, that's all it said about Corey Feldman. I think people now, they have something called People Now where they do videos. And I think they did an episode about it. It's basically what it's saying. Didn't have too much of an article. And another good source is Oxygen. They have good true crime on TV and good articles online. Oh, yeah, here was something about an abducted Texas girl, 13. She was missing for a month, and she was found safe. I don't know why I didn't do a video on that. I may put it on Patreon. Oh, my gosh. More Spanish. Betsabe Perez, I think that's how you pronounce it, went missing on September 9th. She's 13 years old, missing from Del Rio, Texas. She's been found safe. So she was believed to have been in danger. Well, I'm trying to scroll to where it says, like, how they recovered her. But it's not. The only thing that it says, according to alert, authorities are searching for Eric Diaz Tapia, something, 19, in connection with the abduction. Okay, so they knew who the suspect was. She's 13 and he's 19. I wonder if this has anything to do with, like, online chatting or anything. If y'all could see this picture, she doesn't look 13. I mean, she looks like she's about 18. Girl, I have the hardest time with voiceovers, Black Dahlia. Girl, I got this country accent anyways, and I get tongue-tied and can't pronounce things right. And thankfully, everybody's pretty kind, and they'll help me with my word pronunciation. Instead of making fun of me or something, they help me. I appreciate that. I thought your voiceovers were great, honestly. Voiceovers are not as easy as people think they are. What I like to do is I like to read it first, then do my voiceover. If I don't, I stumble, as I'm reading, if I don't read it first. And you can tell in the videos that I've not read it first, too, if you pay attention. Hey, there's Mole Patrol, honey. Welcome. Cute picture. Cute hairstyle. You can hear my voice on my Florida Men series. I stopped, just didn't get the views. Yeah, well, mine don't get a lot of views either, but I don't care. I just do it for y'all and the people that like to watch them. Give updates. It's easy to give updates. Just, put up a picture and do your voiceover real quick. Oh, Black Dahlia does a lot better than I do, Dova. But thank you. I mean, her videos are great. They really are. Katie's and Will's, all their videos are like that. If I took the time to do that, to edit and stuff, I could edit just like a little bit on my funny form videos. But I just don't have the time to sit there and do it. I usually do like a 2 or 3 minute video, because I just don't got time. I don't know how Will does it. It works and got a family and everybody else that does it. Hey, there's my girl, Lisa. Oh, Will, you leaving? Well, have a great day. Thank you for chatting. It was good to see you. I missed your live stream last time. Well, I've missed it for the last 2 weekends. I went to that concert that one weekend, and last weekend I can't even remember why I missed it, but something was going on. Oh, thank you, Katie. You're awesome. Hey, Katie's XPI, private investigator. She's actually got credentials. She actually knows what she's doing. Oh, you don't want to get Katie started. Red Room Media. She is gangster for sure. She is. She's very nice and she's very kind, but don't ever underestimate her. I'm the same way. She's probably more brave in the comment section than me. She just states how she feels, you know. She don't try to stir the pot or nothing. Me too. It's a hobby for me. I'm no pro. I just started. Just fun for me. Yeah, it's fun for me too. I used to just do video after video every day. I've kind of cut down and just do like 2 or 3 a day, you know. I've got Annabelle and all these animals now. My time's limited. Hey, Southern Mama in the house. Hey, girl. Let's see what else is going on. Hold on, guys. A friend of mine messaged me. Let me message her back real quick. Well, for some reason, I've got a video. Oh, I was finished watching Diane's live stream. I had to hop out of that live stream last night. It was irritating me. Did y'all see that video I put up about that boy that got shot hunting? It's hunting season starting, you know, so got to be careful. People should have to take hunter's safety course. But these guys were hunting illegally. And one of the guys just saw like the bushes moving. There was a lot of trees and brush around. And he shot. And it wasn't a deer. It was his friend. And now he's charged for it. Actually, it's my new boyfriend. I'm newly single and trying to go on my own man list. So my channel is my boo. Hey, I got you. I got you. Hey, I voted for Trump. Anyone triggered? Hell no, I don't. Stuff like that don't trigger normal people. Like, that's your business. If you vote for Trump or whoever you vote for, you know, I don't judge people off things like that. I judge them how they treat me and others. Yeah, we don't talk about politics here. We talk about chickens, goats, and true crime. So, if you want to talk about Trump, you need to hit up my hubby. Okay, change the subject. Oh, yeah, Mo Patrol got triggered because you didn't say hi first. You gotta say hi. Trump isn't a normal human being. Unfortunately, you must not be either. Love Hollis, calm down. Calm down, girl. And turkeys in my backyard. Yeah, Carla Burry. Love turkeys. Ruby D's got turkeys. Linda and Bob. And I just realized she must have got their names from Bob's Burgers. Okay, let's get back to being serious. That was a bad hunter. You're not supposed to pull the trigger until you see your target. And it's a legal kill. Like the antler needs to have so many points. Exactly. It's not a sport. When you get out, I don't know who'd want to hunt for sport anyways, in my opinion. But, I mean, I am from a place that everybody hunts, so. But it's not it's not right to spotlight deer at night, shine lights on them so they'll freeze up and you can shoot them, or to illegally poach deer. And that's what was happening. Unfortunately, they were poaching deer. And damn, he must have wanted a deer awful bad. I mean, he probably didn't have a hunting license because he never took hunter safety course. I have. I've took hunter safety course in school. I made an A. But I know here in Virginia, you have to have hunter safety course to get your license. Like my husband said, he don't understand why people want a deer hunt unless you need the meat. My headset disconnected. But just to get out and kill something so that you got a trophy to brag around to your buddies, I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't get it. And I grew up with my grandfather being a trapper. But you gotta remember, this is back in the 80s. Trap bobcats, foxes, things like that. Skin them, sell their fur. But he did it legally and with respect. So, but I think trapping is horrible. That's just my opinion. Even though my grandfather did it, God rest his soul, I love him more than anything, but I don't like it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to say something to Republican Ash. I got so tickled at her yesterday. Somebody told her that I had a goat, and she was like, please don't eat that goat. She was live, and I was cracking up laughing. I was like, oh, my gosh, she must not watch me much, or she would know. I would never eat my goat, Annabelle. She's a pet. It was so funny. Hey, JoJo. JoJo Queen in the house. JoJo Savage, too. Tangerine. What y'all drinking? Tango, that's in the drink. Oh, I'm lost on y'all's combo. Let's see, what do people in your life think of your channel, CC? When I tell people, hey, look at my YouTube channel, honestly, they are freaked out. Like, why? I know. They're like, why do you want to discuss true crime? Well, my hubby thinks all I care about is YouTube. I would say he really don't care if I have a YouTube channel, but he don't understand why. You know? He tells me, don't be messing with those people online. Some people are crazy. My mom, I don't know what she thinks about it. She knows I have 2 channels. She doesn't watch YouTube. She doesn't have a YouTube account or anything. My son thinks it's cool. He tells all his friends about it. But I don't really know what my mom thinks about the crime channel. I don't think she's ever watched one video. I've never sent her one. I don't think my granny knows. But she's going to know because I'm going to go do an interview with my granny about my papa back in his moonshining days. And I want her to tell about her grandmother that was a full-blooded Cherokee Indian squaw. And she was bought for $4. That's about all I know about the story. I'll have to find out when this took place around and stuff. I think it'd be cool. She told me all about it, but I've forgotten. And she told me about how she used to help my papa make moonshine and stuff. Yes. She used to help carry water, she said, to the moonshine still. And my papa got busted by the revenuers, and he had to go to the federal penitentiary. And they sent him to Alabama to work in the cotton fields. And my granny and them back at that time, you know, she had kids. She was poor. She told me her electric bill was $3 when Papa was in prison, and she didn't have the money to pay it. So Granny kept writing the governor, kept writing. And finally, he let my Papa out. Yeah, true story. It's back when my mom was little. Yes, Black Dahlia. Did you see that on the History Channel, the documentary they did about it? Yeah, they sent him to prison for making moonshine. They caught him red-handed at his still. He said he had a bad feeling that morning because one of those news bees was flying around. There's like this bee, kind of looks like a big ass yellow jacket to me, but they call it a news bee around here. And they say that when a news bee flies around, you're going to get some bad news. Something bad's going to happen. Oh, thank you, Turquoise Kitten. Oh, I do too. I can sit around and listen to my granny. But see, I'm not quite sure how she's going to feel about me sitting there just videoing her. But I have to tell her I'm videoing her. My dad told me about moonshiners and cars. Yeah. The moonshiners had to start souping up their cars, make them run fast. So when they's on these back roads and the police got after them, they could outrun them. And that's what started drag racing. I got some moonshine in my refrigerator, Marie. Yeah. I hope she don't mind to be on camera. Most of the time when I take a picture, she won't even look at me. Let me scroll back up. Dova's headed out to work. I want to look into that case where the kids were found hanging. Well, Dova, if you get the time, do it and let me know what all you find out. Put together a video or something. I really couldn't find that much out about it. Besides, the only thing really new in that video this morning was about the Xbox and computer and stuff. That little boy did not hang himself and his sister. And I know exactly what kind of cable that is. I have a red one. They sell them at Walmart, dog cable. I mean, how would a kid reach a rafter like that? Something's not right about that story. That boy did not do murder-suicide. I just do not believe that. Not for 1 second. And why did the mother get rid of the dog? If my kid died, you think I'd get rid of his dog? Maybe it reminded her of something. I don't know. Old stories told by old folks are the best. You can learn so much from their experiences. Yeah, I'll but I'll ask her about what kind of bloomers, as she calls them, that they wore growing up. And she'll tell you that they made them out of chop sack. They made their panties out of chop sack. And my granny always said her older sister, Mabel, who, God rest her soul, passed away from breast cancer, always got the best bloomers and left her the crappy ones, she said. And Granny also told me about, I think she said flour sacks or something that they used to use for wallpaper. It was some kind of sack. I'll have to ask her. She actually rolled my hair on paper bag strips one time. Well, several times. Just damping it. She rolled my hair up on strips of a brown paper bag. And it had beautiful curls. Which one, JoJo? I've told a million stories this morning. So that's such a confusing case. JoJo, if you talk about the crime case we was talking about, it's 2 kids in Pennsylvania were found hanging from a rafter in their home. And they used, ever who did this used a dog red cable. It's got the plastic coating on it. And hung each kid from each end, and there were chairs found there too. Something's not right about that. Kid did not do that. And besides that, and I don't mean no disrespect, but did you see the boy's picture? He's kind of made like my son, a little bit chubby, and he didn't look too short. I mean, he looked kind of short. So I just don't see him being able to throw up a dog cable around that rafter. I suppose it would be possible, but I would like to know about the teenage brother that lived in the home. Where was he at? And why were these kids home alone? And said the mom was gone. Hey, Hazel Basil. Good afternoon. It's not much, they say, but I just want to show you my love here and that I love you to the moon. Oh, Carla, I love you too. Thank you. And you know what? That's weird you say I love you to the moon. Because my hubby just got me this little cool owl change purse. And on the bottom it says, I love you to the moon. Thank you. Honey Badges, I'm pretty sure that, I don't know who made the 911 call, but I do know that the mom found them. So their mother found them. I'm pretty sure she called 911. CC, y'all have a great day. Looks like I'm headed to the high school to either kick ass or finally settle this bullshit bullying. Go kick their ass, Lisa. It's a bunch of bullshit. They're allowing each child to be bullied. My son said not too much bullying goes on at the school he goes to. No way in hell was that little boy did it. That sound right. Something don't sound right. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but got to look at the family member, the other sibling. There's more to this story. So this little boy, it's like my little boy, he liked to play games and stuff. So they took his Xbox and tablet or phone, computer, I think. Be careful, Marie. Traveling. Investigators are now looking for clues in a video game console and other electronics. They're hoping to find the dog that used to belong to the mother. Yeah, why'd she give that dog away like that? You mean she can't tell them who she gave the dog to? Something's not right. I mean, police are looking for the dog. You would think if the mother gave the dog away because she couldn't bear to look at it because of her kids, she would know who the hell she gave it to. The police wouldn't have to look for it. They'd know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Let me scroll back up through the chat. Oh, there's Paula. Hey, girl. If I miss you in the chat, I'm sorry saying hi. Morning, Carolina girl. Think they're going to look through this little boy's Xbox and stuff and phone and stuff and see if he searched anything about murder, suicide, or anything like that. See if they can find any clues. I don't think this little boy killed his sister and himself. And I really don't see how it could be an accident. It's not an accident, that's for sure. Police have said that. I think the social services or something had been involved with this family before. But at the time of their death, they weren't. CC, police at the time said they'd been found with unspecified injuries. I'm telling you, well, the teenager's a suspect to me, and the mother. They're both suspects to me. Sure, they are to police, too. Something's just not right about it. Feels off. It's horrible. I had a friend that hung himself at work over a girl from his big piece of equipment. He worked on a strip job. And I got to looking up online, and sometimes it can take up to if a few minutes, 4 or 5 minutes to die from hanging sometimes. It's just according, to the circumstance. But that is a horrible death. I feel awful for them too. Paul, it sounds like abuse. Good question, Carolina girl. Is the dad in the picture? I don't know. I didn't read anything about the dad. Dova's going to try to do some research, it sounds like, on this. I hope she can find out some more information. Any of y'all up in Pennsylvania, if y'all get any news articles, send them to me. Send me a link, please. Any bunch to see what she says. Agree, they're both suspects to me. Something happened was going on. I really don't believe it was the boy who did that to him and his sister. Thanks for covering this case. Oh, no problem. Very welcome. Yeah, it's probably the mother. I don't know the stories they say. Always gets me in. Oh, do you want me to tell you what happened? These two siblings, JoJo, in Pennsylvania, were found hanging from a rafter. Somebody hung them with a dog cable. They used both ends of the dog cable, so they put a kid on each end. And their mother found them. Evidently, they were home alone. She come home around 4:30 something p.m. that day and found her kids. Chairs tipped over. Now, I don't know. From what I read, I thought the kids' bodies were laying on the floor. I don't think they were still. I don't know. That's a good question. When the mom found them, was their body on the floor or were they still hanging? I'm going to find that out because I thought I read that the chairs were tipped over beside the bodies. You know how news articles are. They can get things wrong. We're all just human. And Carla, yes, I know you live through that state somewhere. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. All right, here's something new, and I'll have to do a video on this. Oklahoma mom and her 2 daughters are killed by her ex-boyfriend, who then kills himself. Oh, wow. Close-knit Oklahoma community is coming together in grief following a murder-suicide over the weekend involving a young mother and her 2 daughters who were only 5 and 6. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Police in Lawton, Oklahoma confirmed Crystal Easley and her young children, Emma and Christo, were shot to death on Saturday by Russell Cleburne, Crystal's ex-boyfriend and the girl's father. According to investigators, after committing the 3 murders, Russell turned the gun on himself, taking his own life. Police who responded to the scene are said to be recovering from the horror of the killings. An exact motive has not been discussed publicly. Well, we know the motive. She didn't want him, and so he has went crazy and decided to kill her and the kids. If he can't have her, nobody can. And he probably was abusive in the past, more than likely. My opinion. Her brother said relatives had expressed concerns in the past about Russell, but I never would have thought that this would have happened to them at all, Crystal's brother said. It said the youngest little girl, Christo. She was a dancing fool. She loved to dance around the house. And Emma was a typical little girl who just loved Barbie dolls, and she loved to color. Just thinking of them puts a smile on my face, her uncle said. Let me see if I'm still. And Crystal was a special education teacher who worked at Carriage Hills Elementary in Lawton. Funerals for Crystal and her daughters will happen this weekend. All three will be buried together. The family has established a GoFundMe campaign to help defray some of their funeral expenses. Wow. I'll copy the link. That's awful. I'll put together a video and show y'all their pictures. The beautiful, beautiful family. It's National Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Anyways, and more than likely, there was abuse that went on in this relationship when they were together. These women, I've been there, done that myself, but they get away from their abuser and think they're finally safe, and then their abuser comes and finds them and does something like this. Oh, it's terrible. Yes, JoJo. Mole Patrol, I hate those types of crimes too. So many murder-suicides. I mean, you have to be evil or really, really mentally ill to kill your children, especially. An adult, your spouse is one thing, but children? So if he couldn't have them, nobody was going to have them. He would take them all out, was his mindset. Prayers for their family. Remember that family, y'all, and y'all's prayers. I'll put together a video, even though we've read it on here still. It's awful. I had the link to that GoFundMe. Well, I'll put it in my video when I do it. If I can find the chat real quick, I'll do it now. I see Go Lightly's live, y'all. Go Lightly is back to YouTube, isn't she? She can be nice sometimes. Here is the link to that GoFundMe if you want to just go read what they say in it and stuff. Donate, whatever. I'm getting ready to donate to the Beagle Freedom Project, which helps rescue beagles that are in laboratories, products being tested on them. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I got to go to the ladies' room, and I'm going to go see Annabelle and Sunny. I got Sunny some new scratch. It's got sunflower seeds and worms in it. Walmart, y'all. If y'all got chickens, Walmart's got some good feed there. When did that crime happen? It happened, what did it say? Over the weekend, I believe. Go to People Magazine True Crime Mount. Let me see if I can go back there. Now, the 2 kids that were found hanging, that happened in September. Let me go back to this article, Mel, and I'll answer your question. It happened over the weekend. So this past weekend. Yeah. It's crazy. I have been sick, Mel. I have not felt good in days. Mole Patrol, can I tell them who you are? Type a 1 in the chat if I can say who you are. If not, type a 2. I think I got fibromyalgia, y'all. I'm not diagnosing myself, but I've been reading up on it for my symptoms. Mole Patrol, are you still there? Well, she's not going to answer me, so I'm not going to say who it is. If y'all guess real hard, you could probably figure it out real quick. Anyways, y'all have a great day. I will see y'all in the morning. Love y'all and peace. Thanks for chatting, y'all, as always. And be kind.